Harihi Om. Welcome to Iksha Prekshakas. Now let us know about the four Vedas. Om Sri Mahaganatipataye Namaha. Veda Matre Gayatri Devyai Namo Namaha. Vedas are the most authentic texts of knowledge. Parama Pramana Granthas for us Hindus. They were given by Paramatma, the ultimate reality, for the welfare of entire mankind. Vedas are the oldest and in fact the first Granthas are the heap of knowledge given to mankind by Almighty Paramatma. Vedas are apaurusheyas, that is not written by any human being. They are the revelations. They are the revealed texts. Our ancient sages, while they were in deep meditation, that is meditative state, they visualized Veda mantras through the power Rutambhara Prajna, which invoked in them, by which they could listen and visualize the Veda mantras. So they are called as, the Vedas are called as Shruti. Shruyate iti Shrutihi, those which are being heard. Vedas are the origin for the entire knowledge of universe. They are the encyclopedias that reveal the secrets of the Jivatma, individual soul, and Paramatma, the ultimate reality, and the nature, the Prakriti, Jagat. Vedas possess the knowledge of all Shastras, all branches of education in the form of sutras and mantras. Vedas are the first recorded texts of world knowledge. These seed-like points are being developed later as great textbooks, granthas, written on all the Shastras, the branches of education in due course of time. And later, so many great persons, scientists and writers, Shastrajnas, Maharshis, they developed those Shastras and wrote the Granthas. So, Tasya Nishvasitam Vedaha is the Veda Vakya. Vedas are the exhale of Paramatma. The inhale and exhale of a person are not different to that person. The air we breathe in and breathe out comes in the form of the words we talk. So, I am not different from my breath and the words I speak. Vedas are the Shabda forms of Parabrahma. So, they are not different to Parabrahman. There are four Vedas, we know, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvana Veda. So, Rigveda is the oldest recorded text of the mankind. The word Rigveda is formed from the root Ruch Stutau. Mantras are the stotras in praise of gods, deities of nature. The Vedas are written in the form of, that is actually in Vedika Samskrita language. Sanskritam was the only language for lakhs of years, and our Sanatana Dharma was the only Dharma prevailed all over the earth. Sanatana Dharma is that Dharma which is being spoken in the Vedas and in the Shastras by our Maharshis. So, Vedas are written in Samskrita Bhasha, which Samskrita Bhasha got not only Shabda Shakti, but it got the Mantra Shakti. Each and every letter, word of all the languages got the Shabda Shakti. But the letters, each and every letter of Samskrita Bhasha got a deity and a color, the divine power to it. So, in Akshamalika Upanishad it is explained. So, we can invoke gods and get their blessings by praying them through shlokas and stotras and Veda Suktas and Veda Mantras given in Vedas. Vedokhilo Dharma Moolam. Vedas are the root of all dharmas. The word Veda is formed from the root Vida, Veda, to know, Veti. Sattayam Vidyate Jnane Veti Vinte Vicharane Vindate Vindate Praptau Shyan Luk Shramshe Svidam Kramat. So Veda is that which is eternal. Satyayam vidyate, the knowledge which is nitya, satya and shashvata, eternal. Vete, that which is known. Vinte means which is obtained, vida vinda, to obtain. Vicharane, which is thought of, contemplated upon. Vindate vindati, that which is to be obtained. Vida labhe, which is beneficial to the entire mankind. So many arthas, meanings are there to the word Veda, which is quite befitting to Veda mantras. Vijyante jnayante yebhir dharmadi purusharthaka iti Vedaka. From Vedas we come to know the 4 purusharthas, the 4 aims of human life. Dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Vedas teach us what is to be done and what is not to be done in twofold manner, vidhi and nishedha. Vidhi is command, the dictum. Veda says satyam vada, dharmam chara, swachhayan ma pramadaha, matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atithi devo bhava. Such so many dictums are there. They thus in the form of vidhi, which is to be followed without questioning. Veda teaches us. Nishedha is prohibition. Veda advises us what is not to be done by us in nishedha form. For example, akshaihi ma divyaha, do not play the dice. Ujyantam astamyantam adityam na pashyet. So we should not see the sun directly. The eyes will get affected. So Sri Sayanacharya wrote commentaries on all the 4 Vedas. He defined Veda as Ishtapraptir Anishta Pariharayoh Alaukikam Upayam Yo Granthaha Vedayati Savedaka. That is called as Veda, which gives us the means of attaining what is desired by us and shows us the way of avoiding that which is not good for us and not wished by us. Ruk means actually stotra, praising the great auspicious qualities of deities, gods, or rukchaha we say. That which contains ruk is called as Rigveda. Ruks are Chandobadha mantras. In Rigveda there are stotras in praise of Agni Deva, Varuna Deva, Indra, Mitra, Soma, Vayu, Ratri, Java, Prithvi, Surya Bhagavan, then Sancha Devata, Vidyut, lightning, etc. and many more. So there are many suktas in Rigveda. Purusha Sukta, Sri Sukta, Narayana Sukta, Phu Sukta, Ila Sukta, Metha Sukta, Manyu Sukta, Nasadiya Sukta, Hiranyagarbha Sukta, etc. Many are there. In Yajurveda, there is Sri Rudradhyaya, the prayer to Lord Shiva, Rudra, with Namaka and Chamaka mantras. Manana Trayata iti mantraha. Mana avabodhane. Mana means to think. So thinking power is mantra actually. That which protects us when being repeated. Mananat Trayata iti mantraha. So to know the mantras, one has to recite the mantras, learn them through Guru with Swara. Swara is very important for all the mantras of Vedas. So all the mantras, Veda mantras are to be learnt with Swaras, Udata, Anudata and Swarita through Guru only, Guru Mukhataha. If any mistake occurs in Swara, the meaning changes. So for example, they say Indra Shatrur Vardhasva Mantrahinaha Swarato Varnatova Mithya Prayuktaha Natamarthamaha Savagvajro Yajamanam Hinasti Yathendra Shatru Swaratoparathat. Yatha Indra Shatruhu Swarataha Aparathat. If there is change in pronouncing the Swara of a letter or a word, the letter destroys the one who utters that, like thunderbolt, Vajrayutha. the preceptor of Rakshasas, performed a yaga, a yajna, with the intention of getting a great warrior who can kill Devendra, the king of gods. But because of the difference in uttering the swara, Adi Udatta, Antya Udatta, they say, because the mistake occurred, a warrior who would be killed by God Indra emanated from that Vedic altar. He is Vrutrasura. He was killed by Devendra. So the Rigveda mantras are being collected and kept in an order. So they are called as Samhita, Samhitas. We got Rigveda Samhita, Krishna Yajurveda Samhita, Shukla Yajurveda Samhita, Sama Samhita and Atharva Samhita. Each Veda is divided into 4 sections known as Samhitas or hymns, mantras, mantra bhaga. Then Brahmana bhaga, Aranyakas and Upanishads. That is, ritual explanations are called as mantras are being explained in Brahmana bhagas, ritual explanations. Then Aranyakas, philosophical discussions and discourses maybe dwelt at forest or being composed while in forest life. So Upanishads are the spiritual teachings. Apastamba Maharshi said, Mantra Brahmanayor Veda Nama Theyam. The mantra portion and the Brahmana portions are together called as Veda. So Purusha Sukta described how the Vedas originated. Tasmaat yajnat sarva kutaha ruches samani jagnire chendagum si jagnire tasmaat yajus tasmad ajayata. So it follows. Samhitas, Brahmanas and Aranyakas form the Purva Bhaga of Vedas, known as Karma Kanda and Upasana Kanda also. They are considered as Apara-vidya. Upanishads are the Uttara Kanda and portions of end portions of Vedas, so Vedanta. They are known as Vedanta. It is considered as Jnana Kanda or Para-vidya. Parayaya tadaksharam adhigamyate, says the Upanishad. It is only through Paravidya one can attain Brahma Jnana. One can realize himself as Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. So Yajurveda is in the form of Yajus, that is Gadya prose form. It speaks about everything related to Yajna, Yagadi, Kratus. That is about different types of Vedic altars, the articles we use for doing this Yajna Yagadi, Kratus, the Ahutis to be offered to different gods in fire god, etc. Swarga Kamo Yajeta. One desirous of getting Swarga must do Yajna, Yaga. There are several Yajnas such as Ashwametha, Rajasuya, Paundarika, Putrakameshti, Dwadasa Varshika Satra, then Chandrayana Vratas, etc. So many Dwadasa Varshika Satras, we say Satra means Yaga. So this Karmakanda is explained in detail by Jaimini Maharshi. He wrote Veda Bhashya Grantha and it is called as Purva Mimamsa Siddhanta. So Purva Mimamsa Darshana, one of Shaddarsanas. Samaveda speaks about how to sing the Rigveda mantras as songs to be sung in a very special particular manner, swaras. They are not just like our songs but in a different manner. Samagana is being done by the priests at the end of performing yaga. Because Samagana Priyaha Vai Devaha, the gods would be pleased by listening to Samagana. So whenever any priests do the yagas, they do Samagana at the end. Atharvana Veda contains the mantras that explain about Krushi, Goraksha, Vanijyam, the crops, the cattle and business. There are Tantrika mantras in Atharvana Veda which control the powers of nature. There are several other mantras also that are related to the well-being of society. The Pancha-bhutas can be controlled. If heavy rains are there, by mantras we can stop the heaviness of the rains. If excessive sun heat is there, by doing Varuna mantra japa, the sun heat would be reduced and it may rain. So thus beautiful, great, powerful mantras are there in Atharvana Veda. Though there are 4 Vedas, they say Trayi Vedaka, 3 Vedas, because in all the 4 Vedas there are Ruks, mantras. Ruks means mantras, then Yajus and Samas. Because Ruk, Yajus and Samas are there in all 4 Vedas, it is called as Veda Trayi. All the 4 Vedas got 4 parts in each Veda. That is, first part is mantra or Brahmana, Samhita Bhag. Second is Brahmana, third Aranyaka, then Upanishads. So, Brahmana Granthas are the interpretations of Samhitas. So, each Veda Samhita possesses Brahmana Granthas. So, the word Brahmana has come from the root Brumh Vistarane. Brumh means that which is spreading. So, they are called as Brahmanas which speak about Brahman. So, they are Brahmanas. There are Aitareya Brahmana, Shatapatha Brahmana, etc. Several Brahmana Granthas. Aranyakas means related to Aranya, the forest. Maybe because either they are composed by Maharshis while in forest, or because they speak about how to lead the life while in Vanaprastha Asrama in the forest. So, Upanishads are the end portions of Aranyakas. Aitareya Upanishad is a part of Aitareya Aranyaka. Kaushitaki Upanishad is a part of Sankhyayana Aranyaka. Taittiriya Upanishad is a part of Taittiriya Brahmana. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, that itself is Aranyaka and a very big Upanishad. The word Upanishad is derived from the root Sad, Shadul, to sit, preceded by the Upasargas and prefixes Upa and Ni, and to sit, Upa Samipe, and when Kvip Pratyaya is added to that, we get the word Upanishad. Sri Adisankara Bhagavatpada defined the word Upanishad in his Kathopanishad Bhashya as Sadir Dhatur Visaranagathyavasadanarthasya Upani Purvasya Kvip Pratyayantasya Rupam Upanishaditi. So, Upanishad means sitting down near to Guru with Shraddha and Bhakti to learn the most secret and sacred knowledge, Rahasya Vidya, Guhya Vidya, that is Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana. Sad, Shadul got the meanings of Visharana, Gati and Avasadana. The knowledge of Upanishads loosens Visharana, loosens the chains of our samsara, the bandha, and Gati means which prapti, which makes us gain Brahma Jnana. Then Avasadana means which puts an end to our ignorance, which destroys the Ajnana. So it is called as the Brahma Jnana, Upanishad Jnana. This Brahma Vidya is Avangmanasa Gochara, cannot be obtained by our sense organs or mind. It can be gained by Guru Padesha, by Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and Nididhyasana, and also Atmanubhava, Swanubhava. One must have his own experience, then only he can gain that Atma Jnana. So there are 1180 Upanishads. According to Muktiko Upanishad, 108 Upanishads names are mentioned there. So Anantavai Vedaha. How many Vedas are there? Vedas got several branches. Each Veda branch got an Upanishad at the end. So many Anantavai Upanishadaha. Even then 1180 Upanishads are mentioned, and out of them 108 Upanishads, the names of 108 Upanishads, it is mentioned in Muktikopanishad, and out of them 10 Upanishads, Dashopanishadaka, are considered as most important Upanishads because Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad-pada wrote commentaries to those Upanishads. They are Ishakena Katha Prishna Munda Mandukya Tittirihi Aitareyam Cha Chandogyam Bruhadaranyakam Tatha, and it continued 108 names of Upanishads. At the beginning of Kali Yuga, when Vedavyasa Bhagavan divided the heap of Vedas into 4 parts, there were 1132 Veda Shakhas. Ananta Shakhas are there, but 1132 are mentioned at some place. So out of 1132 branches of Vedas, now at present we got only 11 Veda Shakhas, and out of them that is actually remaining 1121 Veda Shakhas were lost by us. We can imagine how vast knowledge we lost. We were once and we lost it. They were either burnt to ashes by the invasions of Turushkas. For example, the Talapatra Granthas and all other Granthas at the library of Nalanda Takshasila, mainly Nalanda, they were burnt continuously for 3 months by some one person, Bhaktiyar Khilji, because of he thought that he was cured by an Ayurveda Vaidya, the disease which nobody could cure. So he must have gratitude, but instead he developed envious feelings towards our Sanatana Dharma, our Veda Vijnana, and the great doctor. So he burnt the Granthas into ashes, and he burnt directly all the gurus. He killed gurus, masters, and those who were well versed in Sanskritam. He killed completely. So maybe some of them were drowned in waters, or being robbed away, or lost in due course of time also. So out of the remaining 11 branches, only 7 branches are being taught through Guru Sishya Parampara now at present. So whatever little knowledge we got at present, that Veda Vijnana is making the foreigners get attracted, and they were wonderstruck at the knowledge of our Vedas. So we were kept at the head at the top, and are being honored as Vishwa Guru. The Bharata Desha is kept as the Vishwa Guru Sthana for Adhyatmika Vidya and Jnana Sampada we possess through the Vedas. So it is our primary duty to recognize the greatness of our Veda Vijnana and to learn it properly through Guru, and to spread it all over Bharata Desha first, and then all over the world next, and to bring that previous status of Vishwaguru Sthana to our Vedika Vaidika culture, Veda Samskriti and Veda Vijnana. There is no subject in this world which is not there in the Vedas. Each and every branch of education, all sciences, arts, commerce, all Chaturshashti Kalas, then the knowledge of cosmos, the nature of nature, Prakriti, the Jivatma, Paramatma, all are explained there in the Vedas. The seeds of all branches of education, including Tattvajnana, medicine, engineering, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, everything, geology, astrology, astronomy, then Jalantargami Vidya, then Vyomagami Vidya, Parasuvedi Vidya, Sangeeta, Sahitya, even atomic energy, Anubambu, Anusastra, everything is there. That Anusastra is how to make the weapons, Ayutha Shastras, and also all other Shastras are also existing in the Vedas, which are later on developed into great Shastras. Shastra Granthas came into existence, and many Granthas were written by sages and great people. So to utilize this vast knowledge given to us by Paramatma directly through Maharshis, and also the knowledge given to us by our Maharshis in the form of Shastras, Smruti Granthas. Vedas are Shruti and Smruti, Jnana is there, Puranas are there, and Shastras are there. So people must come forward to study Sanskritam thoroughly along with the sciences, and then they can do wonders in bringing out the greatness, the great knowledge hidden in the Vedas given to mankind, and thereby bring Vishwashanti to Vishwashanti all over the universe, world, and all people can live very happily with peace and content. Namo Vedamatre. Namo Namaha. Swasti. Thank you.